Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A running play, it's Dowdle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Throwing on first down. Matthews. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll run on first down. Temple. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first and 10, Matthews. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Operating from the gun, Matthews. He'll get this to Ward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. That's Ward. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Fighting his his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
There he goes right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews, and incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
To throw again. Matthews. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Temple. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Matthews. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Operating from the gun, Matthews. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Matthews. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, Temple. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Stiff-armed him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, Matthews. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Matthews over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Jordan Addison with career touchdown number 70. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute.
There he goes, left side. Garrett Wilson, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off. Few times hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jalen Hurts, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Tyson Bagent, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Matthews work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have it. first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And they go play action with May. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On play action, May. And Walker has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw with May. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Looking to throw, May. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Temple, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Matthews. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Up the middle they go. Temple stays on his feet, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Matthews, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to...
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Being chased, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a throw here, hauled in, and some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And just shutting him off there. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down. Put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. They go play action now. May rolling to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To the air, May. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. To throw, it's May. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now back to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. The point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Dancing to his left. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Throwing on 1st down. Matthews. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Matthews. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Matthews. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Matthews. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Matthews throwing the out route and complete. It's Ward. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Operating from the gun. Matthews. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 2nd down, here's May.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Complete to Likely on the out route. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Pittsburgh,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.